Besides the films, Star Wars has endured for over 40 years. Besides the prequels and the more recent sequels, the franchise has also been brought to us in animation form. From the Clone Wars, Rebels, Resistance, and now the Bad Batch, each of these shows focuses on various time periods and different characters within the Star Wars universe. The Clone Wars, set between the Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith of the prequel trilogy. Star Wars Rebels follows a band of rebels as they fight the Galactic Empire in the years leading up to A New Hope. Resistance focuses on a young Resistance pilot, Kazuda Xiono, before and during The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, leading up to the Rise of Skywalker. Now, set after the events of the Clone Wars, the Bad Batch follows the titular squadron, making their way through the galaxy as mercenaries in the early days of the Empire. But today, we are going to look at the Sith Holocron from Star Wars Rebels. Hi, I'm Rob, and this is A Constantly Racing Mind. Now, the Sith Holocron was an information storage device employed by the Sith. Although they served the same purposes as the Jedi holocrons, they were normally pyramids or tetrahedrons, whereas Jedi holocrons were cuboids that could only be accessed by individuals who could control the dark side of the Force. Now, these were considered by the Jedi Order to be among the galaxy's most deadly objects. So if you're new here, we cover the film genres of sci-fi, horror, action-adventure, pop culture, and all things geek. So if you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be aware of my new content. Now, Ezra Bridger discovered a Sith holocron inside a Sith temple on Malachor during the early uprising against the Galactic Empire and retained it following the events there. Now, a Sith temple was built on Malachor thousands of years before the Battle of Yavin, coupled with a Sith holocron that could power the temple. Now, the temple was formerly a powerful superweapon. On the other hand, the Jedi was quick to notice this and launched an attack on the temple. The temple was ignited during the conflict, petrifying everything in its path and forming a gigantic dome above the structure. Previously, the Sith knowledge was kept secret inside the holocron, which was kept under the temple in a room behind doors that could only be opened with the dark side of the Force, probably to keep the Jedi from getting it. It took 2 Force users to pass the doors. Darth Sidious uncovered a large Sith holocron in Moraband during one of the early travels. He later had it brought to Coruscant, where it formed part of the Sith artifact collection, which he kept hidden in the abandoned tower and subsequently in the Grand Republic medical facility. Now, in 10 BBY, Dryden Voss's study revealed a Sith holocron. Master Yoda informed Padawan Ezra Bridger of Malachor's existence during the Galactic Empire's reign, and the trio proceeded there with Ashoka Tano, Kanan Jarrus, and their droid chopper. Now, Maul revealed his actual intentions to ignite the temple, take Ezra as his apprentice, and destroy all his foes once they defeated the Inquisitors together. However, he was beaten by Kanan, who had been blinded by Maul's lightsaber minutes before. Maul escaped Malachor after surviving and stealing one of the Inquisitors' TIE advanced prototype fighters. And Ezra was hailed by a female voice on the temple, which informed him that the temple was a super weapon as he deposited the holocron within an obelisk at the peak. Ezra understood Maul had duped them, but as he tried to warn Ashoka and Kanan, the Sith Lord Darth Vader descended from above in his advanced TIE fighter, and Vader was taken aback and puzzled how the apprentice managed to ignite the temple. And the Sith Lord dismissed Ezra, saying that all that mattered now was that the Emperor's might would soon serve him. Now, Darth Vader was stopped by Ashoka, his former Padawan, after dismantling Ezra Bridger's lightsaber and preparing to execute the kid. Ezra attempted to collect the holocron from the temple, but was unable to do so since another person was necessary. Kanan, whom Maul had blinded, eventually discovered him. The two were successful in reclaiming the holocron, but the temple began to crumble as a result. Sounds like Indiana Jones, huh? Vader intercepted the 2 Jedi on their way back to the Phantom. However, Ashoka came up behind the Sith Lord and knocked him down, slicing his mask. As Ashoka kept Vader at bay, Kanan and Ezra made their way to the Phantom. The temple fell over as the battling opponents fought. Now, as the Phantom soared away from the planet, a massive energy explosion erupted from the temple. The holocron was now in Ezra's control, and he used the evil side to open it. The holocron progressively corrupted Ezra Bridger over months, luring him to the evil side and increasing his power against the Galactic Empire. Concerned about the holocron's influence on Bridger, his now blinded master Kanan Jarrus took it away from him. Now, after he helped him see using the Force while being physically blind, he handed it to Bendu, a Force-sensitive entity who claimed to represent the center of the Force, as a gift. Now, both Jedi met Maul at the outpost after returning to Atollon and recovering the holocron from the Bendu. Kanan went along with Maul, who tried to kill him by ejecting him into space through an airlock, while Ezra went with Maul's droid to meet his pals. Because the former Sith Lords believed Kanan was dead, he told Ezra that combining the Sith Holocron with Jarrus' Jedi Holocron, they could learn more about what they were looking for. Ezra was curious as to how they could defeat the Sith, while Maul expressed his desire for hope. They saw a planet star and the continued survival of him as they opened both holocrons together. Kanan, who had survived, intervened before they could learn more. Both holocrons were fragmented when the operation was stopped. I found this holocron on Amazon. It's by Star Wars Galaxy Edge. Now, by turning the corners, the holocron starts making some very ominous sounds and starts glowing red. So, to get more than just the sounds from the holocron to work, it needs to have a kyber crystal inserted into it. But let's see what it does with the kyber crystals inserted. So the trick that you have to do is look very carefully on the front for a little indentation. You see? Then all you have to do is just stick your finger in there and pull it out, and you get this little drawer that comes out. And for the kyber crystal, I do have one here. So let's go ahead and open this up. Little crystal, plastic, resin. Find that door again. Insert said crystal. Now, these little triangle things are a little tricky, so they always have a tendency to just start turning off. And you can also push these two buttons right here. Now it's powered by a rechargeable battery and comes with a USB power cord and a storage bag. Now the pyramid itself measures 4.5 inches or 11.43 centimeters high, and the corners turn as you saw with the center opens. It's powered by a rechargeable battery and comes with a USB power cord and storage bag. I will leave a link in the description. Now, as we all know, kyber crystals unlock secrets within the Jedi and Sith holocrons, and red crystals are associated with the Sith, and these crystals can feature character voices such as the Emperor, and Darth Maul. And also, like a Galaxy's Edge theme park in Disney, there is a 1 in 100 chance that you will find a rare black kyber crystal inside the packaging. They say that the black kybers have the voice of Snoke when used in holocrons, and when used in lightsabers they just behave as red kyber crystals. Now the crystals are 1.5 inches or 3.8 centimeters long. And now I watched the Clone Wars when it came out, and I watched many of the Rebels episodes, and I noticed that the story quality was actually, in my opinion, better than the films in many ways. Now that is probably because they could have more time in building the characters and the world that they were trying to portray. So, would you get a Sith holocron or a Jedi holocron? Let me know in the comments. And watch this video right over here for more Star Wars prop videos. Take care.